Wanted to do something for you guys today. This is a wealth hack. Everybody loves hacks, right? Because everybody's looking for some shortcut. It's a wealth hack. It's a hack to hack your way into building and creating more wealth. And this is something that I've been talking about a lot lately on my channel, on my video. Thank you guys for showing up. But the number one hack, the number one wealth hack that gets you further to be able to build and create long-term wealth is access. It is access. So, and here's why I say that for you guys that are like, oh man, whatever, click, scroll, move away. That's not the point. You guys have already heard your network is your net worth. You hear me talk about all the time. Your money is tied to the people you surround yourself with. If you hang around a bunch of people who don't have any money and you need something, you ain't going to have any money because you can't go to your network. Your network is your net worth. It's going to dictate how much money you make. That is your hack, period. And you need to be very committed to that, right? The moment I committed to be like, dude, I want to be around people who are well off, they're successful, they're not haters, they're growing and pushing. That changed my whole life. I got the opportunity to see things way differently than had I been before, right? And if you're questioning who your current network is, look around. If it's your mom, if it's your dad, if it's your kids, like I'll be honest, man, I spend the majority of my time with my kids. My kids are going to have the network of their parents, but they ain't going to help me get to the next level, which is why I'm always seeking what the next level is, because the number one way to hack your way into more wealth is always going to be access, right? And I took some notes. So when I talk about access, building your net worth, expanding and growing your network, so you can have bigger net worth, so your wealth goes up. Number one thing that you're looking for is access to opportunities, right? So, Mark, we were talking like I went to a deal yesterday. It's a 320 unit institutional asset. That's access to opportunities. I can talk to Mark about that. I can talk to you guys about that. That's why I'm here to talk to you about this. I show up so you have access to me. You guys are a part of my network because you see my information, and I'm a part of your network. But you didn't know about that 320 unit deal, right? Right. You ain't gonna, right? Because if your network isn't having those conversations, you'll never hear about it. Why do you think the wealth continue to get wealthy? The rich get richer because they don't surround themselves by people who are going to poo poo on their ideas and the opportunities that they show them, right? That's number one. So you get access to opportunities. Number two, you get access to partnerships. That's what Bell Capital is. You get access to a partnership. So if I invested, let's say I invested in that 320 unit deal. And I go, hey guys, I got a 320 unit deal I'm working on. Sign up, go to bell-capital.com and you can hit invest now, or you can hit schedule a call and you can jump on the call with myself or somebody on my team and we will share the information about that investment. You get the opportunity to do partnerships, but you get access to that. How do you, we were just watching CNBC, we're talking about that. So if you were on Wall Street, you got Goldman Sachs, you got Bank of America, you got Blackstone, you got BlackRock. They all have access to partnerships. Blackstone calls BlackRock, or BlackRock will call Blackstone, Steve Schwarzman, or we do real estate. Steve Schwarzman will call Blackstone and go, hey guys, we're looking at a deal. Do you guys want to partner? Or they'll call JP Morgan and they'll be like, hey, Jamie Dimon, we're working on this deal. Would you guys look? They go into partnerships, they share opportunities because that's a part of their network. They built a network of capital. They built a network of money. Most people build a network of nonsense all the time. They want to be around gossip. They want to be around bullshit. They want to be around other stuff. So they're partners, all right, in a bunch of bullshit. No thanks, man. So the next thing you want access to is new information, right? So information is not opportunities and it's not partnerships. Information is information. Like I said, did you know about the 320 unit deal? Got it. So now that's a surface thing. Now, when I went to the property, and I'm sharing this with you guys, when we talk about new information through your network, my access to different people, I have access to brokers. I have access to data online. I got access to debt people, lenders. I got access to banks. I got access to investors. I got access to, this isn't about, I'm sharing with you what I have access to. That information that I can get from my buddy who has a debt fund, or my buddy who does debt over at Berkadia, or but my buddy that's over at CBRE that goes over their debt. That is new information that I can share with my network to be like, hey, I think the debt's going to be here. Like you just asked, like, what am I looking at? Right. That's so because you're a part of my network, we sit and we talk, and now you're getting new information because you could take a look at it's not up there now. This is our event, but you can take a look at CNBC and get one thing out of it. But because you have access to a different network, they can share with you information you didn't know. That is the new information you get. Um, Next, you get access to investments, different from opportunities. Because I can be like, hey, I have a deal that we're going to be making an investment into. Do you want a piece of it? I can be like, hey, do you want a partner or do you want a piece of it? You could just be like, yeah, Vic, great, let's do it. Here's some money. That's an investment opportunity. Or let's say it's not real estate. Let's say, hey, man, look, there's a new business or we're going to be acquiring a business. One of my buddies acquire businesses and they actually make better cash flow than real estate. They do, but they're volatile. You can you can buy an existing company business, and you can buy $10,000 a month positive cash flow with little to no money down because you did an SBA loan. Again, information, access, opportunities. But you may make an investment in there, and all of a sudden that business tanks because you bought a business, and as you bought the business, now you got to make a return. You start pushing people, firing people, kicking people out like a typical private equity person does, and lose your investment. But you have access. You didn't have access to anybody buying a business before, that opportunity to invest. I do real estate. So when I go, hey man, this is an opportunity, I show all my real estate opportunities to you guys. I come here and I talk about real estate opportunities, deals that are coming up, how we look at deals. You have access because of our connection now, because you're a part of my network and I'm a part of yours. Next, here's the biggest one. Associating yourself in a new network gives you access to new potential, right? Before I started meeting some of the guys that I know now, these brokers and other private equity guys, other private equity real estate guys, people who own a debt fund, people in the capital market, capital space, my potential group. I had access to new potential. I didn't know guys were raising $100 million a year. I was just running around buying apartment buildings by myself with a couple of my buddies. I didn't even know that world existed. Matter of fact, it was so new to me, my potential. I went to I made a commitment. I was like, hey, I'm going to start my own real estate fund. And I started going to these events. I went to the Pitbull conference, which is for private lenders, private money lenders, whatever, right? Technically, they all just lend money. They're debt guys to multifamily, commercial, real estate, blah, blah, blah. As I'm walking around the room, dude, I didn't even know how to introduce myself. I kept saying I'm an investor. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And then later, someone finally stopped me and go, dude, um, I told him what I was looking to do and stuff like that. He knew I was green. And he was like, dude, you're a buyer. You're looking for capital, so you're a buyer, but you're looking for a different type of investor that's in this room. But what you should be focusing on is this. And technically, if you do this right, long term, you should probably raise about $400 million. And I'm like standing there quiet because now I got access to potential. He's the new network I entered into exposed my lack of understanding of what my true potential was at that time. But you don't get that unless you, number one, hack your way into this wealth, hack your way into this creating and building wealth situation where you start getting access to new people by doing what? Networking. You got to do this. This is ours. So I'm going to be doing it's just for passive investors. It's just for people who want to invest money in deals. So if you're an investor or you're a business owner or you're a professional, I'm looking to get together one of the largest networking what's it called? Groups, networking groups. No pitching, no doing all that other stuff. I just want to shake hands and get to know. I want you to be a part of my network here in San Diego, right? San Diego County, it's going to be all over the place. First one's going to be in Carlsbad. We're going to do some in San Diego, some in Irvine, some in San Clemente. We're going to do some in Newport Beach. We're going to do some in LA. But my goal here is to build the largest network that I can for investors, passive investors, and no, they're going to be active investors because active investors are passive investors, but primarily they're going to be business owners, entrepreneurs, and professionals, people with money that want to go meet other people that have opportunities and shake hands, kiss babies. Because I'll be honest with you, that is how networking is done. I suck at networking. I do because I'm just coming. But the goal here is when you come to a networking event, you only suck because one, nobody knows who you are, and two, you don't know what they do or the reason why they're there. But if you know, hey, everybody's here because we're investors. Everybody's here because we want to meet people and build relationships and make connections and expand our portfolio through investing money in it or presenting opportunities and partnering with all these people, right? And I'm going to bring some heavy hitters there. I'm going to bring some players, really. But that is how this is done. That's why I'm talking to you guys about this because one, when you know that you can quickly use this wealth hack, the number one wealth hack is access, and you need to associate with people who are going to be playing a bigger game, who inspire you to be great, who expose and give you access to more potential that you didn't have before, whether that's partnerships, opportunities, investments, what else, new information, or just being able to meet new people. You don't know who you're going to invite to your kids' birthday parties and stuff like that in the future, man. That most of my friends that I have today are people I met in business 20, 30 years ago. I'm still friends with them today. That matters because they were a part of my network. So, what is the number one wealth hack? Number one thing is access. Your network is your net worth. If you have a better network, you will get access to better deals, which increases your net worth. All of the money you have today and in the future is in the hands of another human being. And if you don't go make contact with those people by networking, and not just with anybody, with the right people who, because you're making a commitment to do that. The right network matters, right? Not a network. You already have a network. You need to get out of that one. Like, you can really grow. Like us talking about me looking at the deal for 140 million and this is what we want to do. This is the type of investors we're looking at. Do you want to invest with us? Like, that should expand who you are and what you think is possible for you and your family, right? I want to inspire you guys by either being an example or you guys working with me. I don't know what that is for you, but I'm here for you. So, number one thing, access. The people you are around have the money you need, and all the money that you have is associated with the people you surround yourself with. So you need a new network. So if you want to join me at our networking event, this is going to be coming up this month. Go to bell-capital.com/RSVP. You have to RSVP. It's free, costs you nothing. Just show up. You got to be three things. Three things. One, you need to be liquid. Two, you need to be accredited, and or you need to be, serious about investing. You need to have a great attitude, right? So have some money, have some accreditation or sophistication. Don't go there and be weird and trying to like pitch and throw up on everybody. And number three, you need to have a good attitude. I don't want people with bad attitudes around. I mean, that is against the wealth hack. As the wealth rehack backwards. So anyways, like this video, share this video, comment on the video. If you want to come, let me know. Either leave it in the comments or go to bell-capital.com/RSVP. If you're here in San Diego and California, we'll go over the dates with you. I'm here for you. If you're interested in finding out what we do at Bell Capital, go to bell-capital.com. You can register there. You can schedule a call, talk to one of us about investing. We'll answer all your questions. We believe in delivering the service before the sale or before offering you anything because we got to know you're a good person just like you want to know I'm a good person, but I continue to show up for you every day for this. So like the video, share the video, comment on the video, give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. Don't be a hater and a hider at the same time. I appreciate all of it, man. Flow me some power, whatever you got. Leave it in the comments. Do you think that having access to all of the things that I named is going to actually help you, whether you do it with me or somebody else? But this should be your goal in life. All right. Leave that in the comments. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you guys. I'll keep showing up. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let's go. Boom. Are you an accredited investor with 300,000 or more liquid in the bank? I want you to come and partner with me. Look, if you love real estate, passive income, and positive cash flow, appreciation over long periods of time, and you're willing to be patient, come invest with me. Go to bell-capital.com. This is for accredited investors with 300,000 or more in the bank, ready to go. Come invest with me. Go to bell-capital.com.